Welcome students. In this video we will cover the introductory part of the first chapter of your syllabus, that is the phase equilibrium. These chapters includes in the physical and analytical chemistry, that is the paper number first of your second semester. Okay, so dear students, I think this equilibrium word you have heard about this, but this phase word is new to you. That's why we have to know the what is mean by phase, and this phase equilibrium chapter, this phase equilibrium, these two phases or three phases or more than three pages exist in equilibrium state at what conditions or at what temperature or at what pressure or at what pressure or temperature or concentration. So these two words are very important. So before going to discuss the syllabus of yours, these chapters, we have to know the meaning of this phase and the meaning of the equilibrium. Okay, so dear students, we will cover the introductory part of this chapter, that is the phase equilibrium. What is the phase equilibrium, which terminology are used in this phase equilibrium chapter. So you have to know the basic concepts related to the phase equilibrium. So dear students, in the introductory part, I am writing here introductory part, introductions. So we have to know the what is mean by phase. Dear students, as we know, there are three states of matters. The matters are exist. The matters are exist in a three state. In a three states. As we know, the matters in the universe exist in a three state. First one is solid, second one is liquid, and third one is gases. Third one is a gas. Okay, so we can also say these three states also known as a phases. We can say these three states are, we can say these are the phases. So the phases are different than the states of matters, but we can say these states are also known as a phases. I am writing here phases, states of matters. States of matters also known as a phase. Known as a phase. The definitions of phase is different than the definitions of the states of matters, but the phase is also known as a solid states, and as we know, the matters exist in a three states: solid, liquid, and gaseous states. Okay, so dear students, these three states, we also know that these three states are interconvertible. These three states are interconvertible. That means this solid get converted into liquid, and this liquid get converted into gaseous form at a specific temperature or a specific conditions. At a specific temperature, maybe pressure, or maybe concentrations. A specific temperature and pressure, these three states of matter exist in equilibrium. Here is equilibrium sign. I can write like that: this solid get converted into liquid at a specific temperature and pressure. This liquid get converted into gaseous molecules at a specific temperature, or we can say this is the specific conditions, at a specific conditions. So these three states get interconvertible to each other. That means the solid converted into liquid, liquid converted into gas, gas converted into liquid, liquid converted into solid. Or we can say this solid get converted into gases, this gas converted into solid molecule, this liquid get converted into solid, solid get converted into liquid. That means these three states exist in this solid, liquid, gas are interconvertible part or interconvertible. That's why we can say this solid at specific conditions the solid get converted into liquid, liquid get converted into gaseous molecule. For example, we can say ice. Ice is a solid part, get converted at a specific temperature into liquid, we can say water molecule here, sorry, water. This is the liquid. I am writing in bracket liquid, and another one is, if suppose I am increasing the temperature of this liquid water, and this water get converted into vapors. So I can write like that, vapors, and this is in gaseous state. Okay, so this is what ice, water and vapors are interconvertible, three states of matter. So I can say this is the three-phase system, this is the three-phase system, this is the three-phase system, three-phase system. This is the three-phase system, because ice is another separate phase, water is separate phase, and gases is separate phase. So if suppose you the questions may ask like that, in the water system, how many phases are there? So your answer should be like that, three phases. Your answer should be like that, three phases. Every solid molecule has a separate phase. Every solid molecules, or every solid component has a separate phase. Liquid may be, if suppose liquid are in homogeneous state, that means the solutions are completely mixed to each other, then we can say this is the one phase system. If suppose this water and oil, if suppose I am writing like this, first example, second example, oil, R is equilibrium in water equilibrium. This is also liquid and this is also liquid, but this is the two-phase system. This is the two-phase systems. Why two-phase system? Because the solutions, these oils are not miscible to water molecules. These oils are not mixed to water molecules. You have seen this oil into water molecules are completely immiscible. That means the water molecule is not mixed into oil molecules, and oil molecules are not mixed in the water molecules. So this is the two-phase system. Heterogeneous systems or heterogeneous solutions are formed here. So we can say this liquid and this liquids with the boundary surface just like that. This is the beaker. In this beakers I am pour this beaker with water, and after that I am pouring this in this water oil. So oil layer is upper to the water layer. So we can say this is the boundary line. From the boundary line, below from the boundary line is water molecule, and above from the boundary line is oil molecule. So this is the heterogeneous system. If suppose I am taking another examples, if suppose I am taking milk and water molecules, this is also liquid and this is also liquid, but these milks are completely miscible to water molecules. If suppose I am taking another beaker, this is the beaker, and in this beaker I am taking water, and in this water molecules I am pouring milk. So after adding milk, so volume is changed, and we can say milk plus water molecules are completely mixed to each other. So we can say this is the one phase system. This is the one phase system. This is the one phase system. Okay. So on the basis of this ice, oil, milk, like that, we can predict this which systems. That means the system means what? Part of universe. System means part of universe which we have considered to undertake this study. I am selecting this beaker and part of universe. This is the part of universe, and I am selecting this beaker, only beaker. Outside of the beaker I am not taking the understudy. So this is the part of universe I am taking the for study. So this is the system, and this system contains milk and water molecules are completely mixed to each other. So this system are a one phase system. This oil and water molecules are not mixed to each other, or we can say these are immiscible to each other. So we can say this is the two phase systems. If when I am changing the temperature, ice get converted into water molecules, water is converted into vapor states. So this is the three phase system, because every solid molecule or liquid molecule and gas molecule, every state has a one phase. We can say the states of matter is also known as a what? Phase of the systems. Okay, so this is the introductory part of this phase, and we have to know how to identify how many phase systems are given to you, or this is on the basis of these examples you must be understand or must how to predict the what phases of the systems. Okay, next example we can say, suppose I am writing example, another example, CO, solid molecules. Solid molecules exist in equilibrium state. This is the symbol of equilibrium. So this exists in a S plus CO2 and gas molecules. So if suppose questions or questions may ask like that, how many phase system is given to you, how many phases are in the following equations or following reactions. So you have to write like that, how many systems are there. Every solid molecule has a single phase, in this reactions two solid molecules are exist, but every solid molecules, because the solid molecules are not mixed to each other totally. So milk and just like milk and water, these two molecules are crystals, maybe crystals or maybe amorphous, but we can separate out mechanically. So this solid and this solids are different. So this is one phase, this is another phase, and this is another phase. So we can say this is the three phase system. In these reactions there are three phases. So if suppose I am writing reaction like that, O2 exists in equilibrium with CO2, this is in gases. As we know, the gases are completely miscible to each other. The gaseous molecules are completely mixed to each other. So we can say this is the one phase system. If suppose I am adding water, just like that, H2O is in equilibrium with CH3OH, that is methanol. If suppose I am writing reaction like that, and questions may ask like that, how many phases are exist in these molecules or in these reactions. So your answer should be like that, this alcohol are completely mixed. This is the methanols are, or any alcohols are completely mixed to water molecules. So I can say like that, this is the one phase system. Just like milk and water molecules, these alcohols and water molecules are completely mixed to each other. That's why I am writing like that, this is the one phase. If suppose I am writing like that, benzene molecules exist in equilibrium with water molecules. This benzene is also in liquid form, and this water molecule is also exist in liquid state, but this benzene is not mixed to water molecules. So this is the two phase system. Because this benzene and water molecules like that. This is the beaker, this is the water molecule, and this is the benzene. This boundary surface, boundary exists in the in between these two liquids. This is the water molecules and this is the benzene molecules, and separate layer exists between these two between these two liquids. So this is the heterogeneous system. So we can say this is the two phase system. This is the two phase system. If suppose I am writing reaction like that, benzene is in equilibrium with what? Toluene. This is the liquid molecule, this is also liquid molecule. So both the liquids and both are organic compounds, organic liquids. So both these are organic liquids are completely mixed to each other. When you are come to the lab and check the benzene is miscible or not in toluene molecules. So the benzene and toluene molecules are completely miscible to each other. So we can say this is the one phase system. This is the one phase system. Okay, so this is the introductory part of this phase equilibrium. So two or more than two chemical components exist in a equilibrium. Which equilibrium? At a specific conditions. At a specific condition, that means conditions means what? Maybe temperature increase, decrease, maybe pressure, and maybe concentration. These three variables are very important very important for the equilibrium exist or not. When two phases or more than two phases exist in equilibrium, whether the equilibrium exists or not, this depends on the temperature of the system, pressure of the system, and concentrations of this chemical component in the system. These three things are very important, three conditions are very important, in which conditions these these three conditions are very important for the phase equilibrium. I hope you may have understand how these phase are, how the phase of this system, how many phases are exist in this equilibrium, how many phases systems is given to you. The questions may ask like that, reactions writing in this form, and how many phases exist in this equilibrium system. So every solid molecule, remember one thing, every solid has a one phase. This is the single molecule, this molecule is different. Calcium carbonate is here, this exists in a solid. Calcium oxide is here, this exists in a solid. So solid, there are two phases, or we can say the solid and this solid are different. So we can say one and second, and this one is gas. That means this three phase system. Like that, these questions may ask like that, how many phases exist in the equilibrium between the or below the reaction, in the below reactions. So reactions like that, and your answer should be like that, one phase, two phase, one phase system. Okay, so this is the introductory part of the phase equilibrium. I hope you may have understand all these things. Okay, so dear students, so after discussing this phase equilibrium, and we will cover the temperature, pressure, and concentrations. This equilibrium is exist, or equilibrium is depends on the specific conditions, temperature, pressure, and concentrations of the systems. Okay, so before going to discuss the next part of your syllabus, that is the one component system and another water system and all these things, we have to know the importance of the phase equilibrium. We have to know the importance. What are the importance? Why we are going to discuss this phase equilibrium chapter, and what are the importance from the chemist point of view. From the chemist point of view, what are the importance of these chapters? So first importance is that this phase equilibrium contains phase rule. The scientist gives in I think 18th century. 18th century gives the rule related this equilibrium. This rule indicate, this rule is very important. I am writing in short, very important tool for the qualitative treatment all these points. Dear students, all these points you have to write in your notebook. Treatment of systems in equilibrium. By using this phase equilibrium, we can predict the qualitative treatment, or we can use these tools for the qualitative treatment of system is equilibrium or not, whether these two systems are equilibrium in or not. This phase rule, it enables us to predict the conditions that must be. These points are very important, so you have to write these points in your notebook. Specified for a system to exhibit equilibrium. This is very important use of this phase rule, or this knowledge of this phase equilibrium. So by using this phase equilibrium, we can predict the conditions. That means that at what temperature this water gets converted into liquid, or at what temperature this liquid water get converted into ice. So we can predict the conditions of these systems that must be specified in exhibit, or we can say it is what this phase rule predict the conditions, at what conditions these systems exhibit the equilibrium state. Okay, so this is the second importance of the knowledge of the phase equilibrium is very important to predict the conditions. The next is this phase rule. We can say the phase rule predicts qualitatively the effect of temperature, pressure and concentrations on a heterogeneous equilibrium. This is very important point, or very important. This phase rule predict the qualitative effect of temperature. At what condition system get exhibit in equilibrium state. This is very important. By using this, we can phase rule. This is important tool for the qualitative treatment of the system in equilibrium. And third important is what? This predict the qualitative effect of temperature. At what happens if temperature increasing or decreasing, or pressure increasing or decreasing, or the concentration of the chemical component increasing or decreasing. What happens? These effects can be predicted by using the phase rule. So these are the introductory part of the phase equilibrium chapters. After that, after you have to know the phase rule, we will cover in the next video, but phase rule is very important. What? Qualitative treatment of the systems in equilibrium. This rule predict the conditions, in which conditions these two systems or more than two chemical component exhibit in equilibrium state. And third importance is what? This rule predict the effect of temperature and pressure and concentrations on the heterogeneous equilibrium. Okay, this is the importance of the chapter. By using the knowledge of this phase equilibrium, we can predict these two systems are exhibit in equilibrium state or not. This is the very importance. So I hope in this video I have covered the introductory part of this phase equilibrium and importance of this chapter, that is the phase equilibriums. You have to know what are the importance and how many phases exhibit in the equilibrium in the reaction is given to you. So you have to predict how many phases exist in the equilibrium states, or we can say the systems, how many phases exist in the systems. Okay, so I have covered all these things, introductory part and importance of the phase equilibrium. You may have understand, or I think if you have any query, then you can contact me. Thank you very much.